for women exist. Zeus, astronomers. 23, 44, 75, 3, 20. No, this is a better name. Astronomers. POV, you visit a kingdom consisting of only women. Chinese mythology. In Greek, Perseus. Theseus being demonized so people can demonize the serial killing monsters they slew. Icarus's wings are not melted as the air actually gets cooler the higher you get, but the Greeks wouldn't have any way of knowing that. They believed their gods lived on top of a very climbable mountain, but never bothered to check or held them to high standards. So we are an ancient Greek, where'd you get a perfectly climbable mountain? There are gods out there. The rest of them Greece. Sick. No need to fact check that. The Greeks. Check Mount Olympus to see if the gods are actually real. Write temples for these gods. Write books about them. Go on quests for them and worship. Never under any circumstances or individual moving. Scholars on Olympus. Percy Jackson. God of War. I help the Greeks with the truth. I make all the sea. I can make volcanoes erupt for the water anime. Kazuma, let me borrow 5,000 errors because I spend it all on birds. Greek mythology is all fun and games until someone has the deed with Zeus. Then Hera comes down and she's jealous, but he flips on her, or someone sleeps with a bull, or it turns her into a wrong This person likes how satanic cults and movies always speak in Latin, as if Satan had been around for billions of years. Encountered the Romans. Damn, yeah, this is it. Oh yeah, I'm writing all the full tracks with this bad boy. Catholic schools. Boys are not allowed to have long hair. There's Narcissus staring at his reflection.
Hi.
Has he no shame? Yes, he's so vain, he only thinks of himself. I like the fishes. Choose one. Kill the Cyclops and leave. Blind the Cyclops, then leave. Abandon your crew and leave. Blind the Cyclops and tell him your name. Your occupation, your address, social security, Odysseus. No,
Station tech starts here.
That's how Icarus died. A powerful
Prototypes.
thing.
We should be able to picture looking on the terminal
The only
after
spark
joining
that
Athena's
came out
workshop.
from Zeus's head was Athena. Athena took his brain with her. POV. You got struck by lightning. In the modern day, in ancient Greece, Zeus, random Greek mythological hero. You are my father. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down to? Ancient Greek astrologers be like, yes, a goat. From the perspective of Persephone, trying to eat a goddamn pomegranate juice. I am Zeus, and you're watching Hephaestus TV. If the liver grows back, what's stopping me from just selling it endlessly? Being chained to a rock. I thought this was about Prometheus.
come on.
Greeks be like, here's your free horse. And you can fight the Minotaur. Going to trick. Thor lifts a cat. Yours
Capone
man
probably has a key
why
card.
he's being moved
You
by
can locate
something
him
you could
or
mind
what's left
well.
of him
Me
with the
as a
security roster.
Hey, Poseidon, what's with the pitchfork, huh? Does it also take a step in the ocean? It's energized market and Zeus. When you annoy both Zeus and Poseidon, Dad, stop giving me your battles, lady. You literally just have to do your own launch. Greek mythology. That's mythology. Whoosh, you're a witch now. Also stole
Hello?
wolf elephant.
Hey, it's Langley. Are you, is there anything weird going on over there? No, like what? I don't want you to panic. What is going on, Langley? I'm not sure yet. Security's running all over the place. So, everyone's still working there?
I guess. I don't know. I've been in the lab all day. Hang on. I'm looking now.
Not exist. Zeus wasn't so in the mood. What's a story that isn't from Greek mythology?
Oh my god, I think we just lost two labs.
Zeus cheats on you Persephone while sipping a drink and protecting Hades. Sucks for you, Poseidon. I don't know if I'll ever find love. Hades, walking in clouds. It's so sad. They're like simply desperate. No one ever Norse mythology. Right, so the universe is all centered around this giant interdimensional space. And the Earth is at one of its peaks. And it goes up through all of these other realms with like giants and stuff in it. And the gods live in it at the top. The gods live on that I'll get married to Joe. Joe. I'm so fond of Athena and Odysseus, except that Joe's got effortless to move forward, rather than art. And here's her pet liar. He does tricks. Ah, yes. The solar eclipse, that glorious event every few years when Apollo does something so incredibly stupid that Artemis has to yell at him in broad daylight in front of half the world. Nobody is hurting me. Those who don't know. Those who know. There is a threat in Asgard. Odin. Loki. Thor. Ooh.
Say it again.
But I'll save on insurance. Swimmers. Such majestic birds.
What?
Only pay for what you need. Ooh, when you see me do that. Assume hot. Assume I have dignity. Assume I'm strict. Believe I've reached my peak of idiot. How damn bold of you two. Okay, ladies, up we get. No more crouching, no more sobbing. You heard him, ladies. Who's the most beautiful? Aphrodite. Hera, are you trying to start another war? Teacher. Okay, class, today we'll talk about Greek mythology. Kids who play God of War. This is Ziggy. She's already told herself to stop doing that with the shoe. She won't stop. Not sure what to do now. According to ancient Greek literature, one of these is the skies is a beggar. The only one to recognize him was an aged god, Argus. His tail the monster and then passed away. Hades. Hey, what's wrong? Scratching two of Cerberus's heads. I would have never known that. History teacher. So today we're going to talk about the Greek gods. I bet Zeus became a lot more open-minded after having Athena. See what you did there. When I die, make sure to bury me with a milk bone so that I can give Cerberus a treat when I show up in the underworld. 3 milk bones. Petition to require every scientist to pronounce molecules and particles as if they're heroes of Greek mythology. You know what? I get it. Burglar in Rome gets distracted by book. Infant must be like, I am son of Zeus. I don't know who needs to see this today, but here's a vase of a man playing with a cat. I know gay stories with tragic endings are out of style, but the Greek myth where Apollo accidentally ends his boyfriend with a frisbee is so funny. Please, 12-year-old Percy was so funny. I'm crusty, he said. The Tartar yellow smile. I resisted the urge to say, yes you are. The death of Achilles, 350 BC colorized. This just in from Mount Olympus. First, look at the true logo for Percy Jackson. You did it, demigods! The situation was so pathetically sad, it was almost funny. That's it. That's the Heroes of Olympus series. Greek gods, to me, are the most realistic in the sense that they are just a bunch of bored idiots who troll humans for jokes. Then there's no underlying lesson at all, just a series of them going, screw this guy especially. If anyone lived for thousands of years and lived his power, there's absolutely no way they wouldn't mess around with the one religion, for which I could genuinely believe that would they deny attention. Even to my teaching, it's not unlimited power of the why? How different? It's not like a downright philosophical thing. Come down, instead of said that. Actually, neither was the world maintained. They need to try to talk to a body. Planetary statements. I thought everything would be okay. Let's see that because we need to talk about it. Then they not satisfied. Just with the fact that not the sculpture of the work of art. Use the money for the public life. First, what's level 1 quest wonder? And the thing that humans start anytime they classify animals as a god or another big planet. And it's still Zeus. It's pen. Okay, so like, it's gonna have a dark jaw, right? Have a body, okay? And it's there. With the legs. Then why the however, let's just be clear. If you spend the time to eat such brownies, calories don't count. You may lose calories. Moving on. Disclaimer. This does not apply to children you have baby. Looking at you, Kronos. Inside you are 2 Greeks. One is from Sparta, one is from Athens. Both are gay. Greek artists. Hey, so like, how should I show Achilles extreme Greek? Make him a burrito. But burrito. Posts complaining about media depicting Hades as evil. Media that actually depicts Hades as evil. Son Wukong. This god's butt and become immortal. I'm sorry for my crying. I'll fix it. Don't hit me. Hera makes her stepchildren miserable. Athena turns random people into monsters. Eros starts a war with alliance. Typical heroes gem. Odysseus. Odysseus. I received my wife. You received them. Prometheus. Hot take. Not. No, give that back. Zeus. Literally every woman in ancient Greece. You ever dip your entire Oreo in milk? Greek gods depicted by modern artists, by ancient Greeks. My mythology pet is when someone describes a scenario in which they keep nearly getting something, then having it snatched away, and everyone's like, one must imagine Sisyphus. No, one must imagine Tantalus. Sisyphus equals being made to perform a pointless, aggravating task over and over without ever making progress. Tantalus, all with a glorious four walls and circle damage. I'm not the same. And explaining this over and over must really make you feel like Syphilis. Kid next to me in mythology is called Prometheus, the mad lad who's stealing fire from the gods and giving it to the humans. The same kid who called Hermes and Chad last week. Take turns conquering and occupying each other's territory since the Bronze Age. Our shared mythology and female, and ethics about how each other's heroes suck. Their rivalry once caused all of Chris and John, as Chris and John tried again in World War II, remain friends. Percy Jackson brought an entire generation, an unnecessary amount of Greek mythology. I told you to write about Greek mythology. Yes, but who the hell is Kratos? My favorite legend from the Norse mythology is when a giant steals from Mjolnir and says he'll give it back if he can have Freyja as his bride, but she refuses to go, so instead, Thor dresses up as her and Loki as her handmaiden. And then at the wedding, the giant places Mjolnir in his bride's Thor back. Thor reveals himself and ends everything. And if that's his name, I don't know what to say.
While engineers is safe to maneuver, it's irrelevant when the enemy is already inside the station. If you do go out there, I wouldn't stray far.
It didn't need to work out.
The
So it
Typhon
just
may
made
have
it
spread
work
to
out
the
for the hero
exterior.
aesthetic.
And remember, other airlocks you
God will get you an action figure. What needs North mythology? I have to share this with you. My sister was looking up ancient deities from around the world, and she discovered a guy called Medjed from an ancient Egyptian mythology. His name means the Smiter, and he's from the Book of the Dead, and he shoots out of his eyes, and he looks like this. Norse and Greek mythology, Finnish mythology, is the root there, so the rocks don't drift apart from each other. It symbolizes the union of and Izanagi, the two created gods of secular mythology. Their names translates into married couple rocks. Greek mythology, it's popular on Reddit. The kid who's read Percy Jackson, Nero. And you cheating me again? Oh yes, but actually no. This is Greek mythology to me, because other mythologies barely get any attention. You wouldn't believe me when I said we had to beat vampires to touch their boobs and stick them up their nostrils to float around and attack people at night. Our mythology is funny as hell. Our Greek mythology was created. Zeus. When I was 8, I didn't find a wardrobe to Narnia. 11, Hogwarts letter. 12, my Satan didn't show up to take me to Camp Half Blood to be turned off. I'm counting on you to come and take me on an adventure when I'm 50. That tax collector is so vile and sinful. Thank God I'm nothing like him. Wow, that piracy is so full of himself. Thank God I'm nothing like Mira. Damn, this baby's ugly. Eats him off Olympus. Zeus. Honey, where is the baby? Wouldn't you like to know where the boy? We should marry Aphrodite. She's too irresistible. She's going to cause problems. I thought so too, which is why I gave her a chance to face this. Think marrying her off to one of the ugliest gods will keep Aphrodite from doing everybody? Why? Because then she'll be married. We'll marry. If you ever think mythology is boring or serious, just remember that Cerberus, the hellhounding god of the underworld, comes from the root Indo-European word Berberus, which evolved from the Greek word Berberos. We got changed to Cerberus when it went from Greek to Latin. Berberus means offered, prayed, AD 12 dead. The name is when God's father. I go back on one of the best boss isn't who you think it is. I went back and played all 21 bosses and ranked them from absolute trash to legendary. There's a boss that is over in under 10 seconds. One you can straight up skip, and a big game boss so good it pulls the final bosses out of the water. So, who's your pick for the best Lego Batman boss? And let's start with the 10-second wonder herself, the worst boss in the game, Catwoman. This boss battle is over faster than Bruce Wayne's relationship with Catwoman. No dramatic intro, no flashy entrance. She just shows up mid-level in Gotham City, a swarm of bats behind her, and before you know it, she's gone. They put more time developing the bats in the background than this boss battle. It's the worst because it's completely forgettable, nothing special. Luckily, this isn't the last time you'll see Catwoman, and trust me, her rematch is a lot more interesting, but for now, at least it's painless. Unlike a boss coming up where the game actively tries to make you think, I guarantee you never noticed this next boss even existed. It's actually the best bag in the game. Not too long ago, and not from this level. The second time he fights Mr. Rolling, he's so forgettable. Rolling with his giant, ridiculous pink neck, making silly sound effects. It's like something out of Batman and Robin. You stomp a couple of police trucks, spot a few confused officers who are starstruck by the dumb-looking men, and these guys have stitched some stuffing off And that's it. I do like that they tried something different with the mech, but they could have done a lot more with it. And you will not believe this. The best part, the ending cutscene doesn't even acknowledge Grandpa Gordon. Dude probably passed away, and then it hard cuts to kill him off, getting distracted by a lie. It's like we all silently agreed to pretend this boss battle never happened. At least it lasts more than 10 seconds. And who is your pick for the worst Lego Batman boss? Drop it below. Enough forgettable bosses. Now we are on to the bosses that make you rage quit. Starting strong with the Rage Magnet himself. Yeah. This is Theotoxin. It's pure controller snapping frustration. The start of the level already puts you in a bad mood, and then the boss battle begins, and it somehow gets worse. You hook onto his plane, swap characters, and then fire the dreaded torpedo. And it always unhooks for no reason. Then you try again, unhooks, try again, unhooks. Meanwhile, two immortal turrets are shooting at you like they've got a personal vendetta against you. And for what? There's zero scarecrow flavour here. No hallucinations, no fear effects. It's just a plain Lego plane with his name slapped on. They did Scarecrow dirty in this game, and you will not believe it. He cannot even go through toxic gas in this game. I know, tell me about it, sir. Sorry, I saw the opportunity. Be honest, did you get stuck on this level? Now, coming up is one of the bosses everyone forgets, and honestly, I get why. You're towing bombs into turrets with hitboxes the size of a Lego stud, then firing torpedoes so that they go and shoot the police battle helicopter. And after that, it's just flying in circles, gunning down Gotham's toughest cops here, Rougeau. Ready where it's due, at least it doesn't unhook every 2 seconds. And if every cop was like Dave and Joe, Batman would have been unemployed years ago. And the payoff for defeating them, you get no epic cutscene. You just see a helicopter ragdoll around like you dropped on a Dove City set on the floor. We've had a couple of forgettable and awful bosses that make your insides boil, but this next one might be the silliest Lego game boss ever. You won't believe what you have to do to win. On paper, it's the hardest boss in Lego Batman 1, only because the game never tells you what to do. You walk in, Harley's flipping around like the nutter that she is. Naturally, you try a batarang, maybe a few punches. No, the only way to beat her, run in circles until she gets dizzy and then you smack her in the face. That is it. So many people had to look up guides what to do, and then later on she starts flipping even longer, and then you start doubting yourself again. If running in circles is your thing, you and Joker might get along great. It's not the most engaging boss, but I tell you what, it's better than hooking and towing bombs. One little twist in the second half could have added a lot more variety and pushed it a lot higher. Coming up, the tankiest boss in Lego Batman 1. This boss has 14 hearts. 14! That is nearly as much as Palpatine in the complete saga. But don't let it...
Even for the whole world to restore. It never feels like work with Pokemon. Splash around with Squirtle. Get the lighting just right with Peaches. And add some greenery with Bulbasaur. With so many Pokemon to help out, it's all play and no work. Pokemon Philosopia, only on Nintendo Switch 2.
Don't let it fool you. Killer Croc might look unstoppable, but it's somehow less resting than an average Lego goon. You might as well shove a beam on. The entire boss battle, you wait for him to throw random junk and walk up and punch him, rinse, repeat. The sewer prison arena is pretty cool, and then you hear a toilet flush. And he loves a TV, a whole TV. Who flushed that down the bog and why? The only person who can afford to do that is Bruce Wayne, getting knocked out by his own TV. He's 14 hearts of mild inconvenience. He's got charm and proper Lego humor. And while you're still a few bosses away from the one you can literally skip, this next boss defeats themselves. Most bosses wait for the end of the level to show up. This boss just barges in mid-mission, no warning, and bam, a police helicopter drops in like a GTA Online. The pilot has no emotions. No wonder Gotham's cops get mind control so easily. Or maybe he's just a psycho who loves cleaning the streets of filth. Instead of the usual smash the health bar routine, you've got to track the helicopter's movements and pop open vents at the correct time to bounce the bombs back at it. It's quick, chaotic, and quirky, and way more fun than it should be. And when it finally goes down, there's no dramatic cutscene. Bob the Cop just offs himself so I can build a ladder. One
like it was once salute to Bob the Prop. That setting plus the little rooftop minigame is exactly why this one edges out Killer Croc. But this next boss, straight up bizarre, he is the only boss of its kind in the entire game. You're chasing Two-Face's truck, blasting it until you can tow it, and would you believe it, this is the only land vehicle boss and level in the game. Then you
Nice
saw
work,
him
Martin.
directly
The
under
looking
the
glass
police
screens are online
helicopter,
again.
and it probably
Head
got
back to your office as soon as
police
you can.
department's back
It's
to the
important
other
you
with
hear the rest of your
a
message.
criminal
I'll meet you
drop
there.
a bomb on his head. And Batman's fine with it. I guess the no-killing rule has helicopter-sized loose bombs. It's short and snappy, and telling the boss is way more fun than telling the boss the boss. It's got the same chaotic rooftop vibe, except this time it's an
You're
actual
leaving?
villain, not one of the
I thought we were done.
No,
Scaring together the whole
just turning
land
it
vehicle
off then.
bosses.
I feel like you're upset with me.
Because this one
No,
knows how close
I,
to the beat.
I suppose
I'm gonna visit
it's
Batman's
late after
favorite
all.
place in Gotham. Now, the next two bosses on the rankings are going to get you in trouble. They are both boss bosses, the kind everyone loves to hate. They are actually some of the most underrated boss battles in LEGO Batman 1. First up, the police watercraft. It's like a star display for the psychotic cops of this city. Yeah, it's a bit repetitive. You pick up torpedoes, fire at the boat, repeat. But it's never a joke because the torpedoes
this
are
is
right
Dr.
next to the boss. And
Calvino.
it gets
What's
bonus
up?
points because
I'm
Penguin's
feeling
submarine is
ill.
the only
I'm not
vehicle to have a
myself
special
today.
ability. It
I
can
think
go
I won't be in for
underwater.
my shift at all.
Speaking of, Penguin
Okay,
submarine
do
is
you
hands
still
down
want
the
me to
best
finish this
vehicle
array?
boss in
I
LEGO
fabricated a
Batman
shit ton
1.
of glass.
It goes above the police
Array?
watercraft because
I
instead of just
don't
spamming
recall.
shots, you have to
You
hit
asked me to set
specific
up a new
hit
array.
points, which is about as
You
tactical
must
as
have
LEGO games
misunderstood.
get. And I like that. It's
Are you...
challenging and it actually makes you move forward.
Honestly,
And
I
it's
prefer
super
if you left my
satisfying when
experiments
eventually
alone in my
and then
absence.
after comes the
Well,
darkest
look,
cutscene in
I have a
any
message you
LEGO
left me.
game. Nothing
Seriously,
gets
I would not have made all of this if you
exaggerated.
hadn't.
No,
I'm
no,
joking,
of
Bobby.
course. I remember
Batman
now.
only fixed it
Let's
because it
just...
gets funny.
for the
The
time
bottom
being...
10's done
Yeah,
from
it doesn't matter.
missing Catwoman
It
to
doesn't
Bob the
matter?
Cop who sacrificed
Let's
himself
talk
for
about
another.
it
From
tomorrow.
here on, every boss gets a lot harder to rank. We've got fan favourites coming up and the boss you can skip, but first, odds and ends. Got to get all of the bosses in this game. Giant Peach is the boss. Finally does something. No, it just stands there looking like it's ready for a nightclub. All it needs now is the man's ready card. Then Poison Ivy jumps in, and she takes longer to take down than Killer Croc, even though she only has 4 hearts. And the ending cutscene is a classic. Robin falls for her instantly, and Batman shuts it down because he's wearing shades and has 0 time for women. Apart from Rachel, Poison Ivy ranks above the boat bosses thanks to the pea shooters and the special henchmen. But if they actually used the heat suit for something, it could have been way higher. Coming up, can you believe we're this deep into the ranking and not a single boss has actually used the bat suits until now? With Mad Hatter, he is a silly little psycho with giant Bugs Bunny teeth, and he starts off by shoving a innocent goon into toxic waste. Go chill. Give it 2 weeks and Gotham's got another Joker roaming around. The boss arena is fantastic. It's big and colourful, and Hatter's wiggling his hips and vanishing through magic doors like your Wi-Fi signal. It's got puzzles that actually use the bat suits and make you parkour to drop Mad Hatter into the toxic ring. And just when you think you've got him, then time falls off. This is the first time so before Joker's bubble, ready to attack his big character, and then the cutscene yeah, so obviously you probably expected this boss to be in the top 5, but it just misses out because it's the villain in meant I'm not only to the top jump scare, you cannot miss the good little game jump scare. It ain't got that. This is one of the best looking levels. This boss is in this extensive atmosphere. Instead of spamming Batarang to take down that guy, you've got a giant Batarang to pushing Beaver on loop until he gives up. And it's a lot more difficult than you think because you've got to time your build between the mobs that keep dropping from a very suspicious place. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's... Well, you get the idea. And just when you think you're safe, the Joe Pesci from Home Alone comes flooding in. What lets it down for me is how you have to keep rebuilding the gramophone over and over, and it gets pretty stale fast. And it would have helped if the gramophone played something better. I don't know, play the Lego Batman Disco music. What is this? I get it because it's high, but come on, it's Lego. Now spend your way back at the bottom of the ranking. Boss fight was
Nothing like what I
over
have to
in
say
10
next.
seconds.
You
Well,
have to
she's
destroy
back, and
Talos
this
1.
time it's
The
actually
research,
worth the
the
chase.
Typhon,
You started
nothing
the
can
box,
survive,
passed out of the
including
windows
you.
without a
I know
step.
how it
Really,
sounds,
guilt
but you've seen what those
complexes
creatures can do.
against the Gotham
They're a
Gate
part
mob.
of you now.
The tin
If
versus
even one cell
aspects
gets
are
back to Earth,
fantastic here, and it's got
we're
that
lost.
Lego charm, and I
I'm
would
sorry.
say
I wish there was
Robin
another
Gate,
way.
not just a
January can walk you through
it's really
activating
fun
the
and
self-destruct
fast-paced, right
mechanism.
up until the very end.
Alex
When
will
you
try to
finally
stop
get
you.
there, you get
He's
there.
allergic to failure.
It's cool,
Too
it's cool.
proud to go
That's
back
not
to mom
like
and
it,
dad with his
massive.
tail between his
It's a
legs.
massive step up from her
So it's up to
first
you
fight.
now.
One of the most
Good luck.
satisfying bosses to be in the game.
Told you you
This
wouldn't like it.
next boss battle, I never expected to rank this high up. When I first played Lego Batman 1, I hated this boss.
What's up, man?
It felt clunky and it dragged up.
That was you typing that out, Aristotle.
Hello, Morgan. I'm January 2035.
Someone
I'm an operator.
in the chat
There are many
was
operators
using your
aboard Talos
username
1,
or something
but
like
none
that.
of
I
them are like
saw
me,
the
nor here.
messages. I don't know. If you see the chat, I think, I don't even remember what it was called. Religion, whatever his name is. I don't even have it as a favorite, so. Yeah. I have him blocked, man. I don't get his messages. Yep. Yeah, yep. Yeah. You said it. Yeah, I literally have the screenshot right there. I'll send it to you, but it'll take forever because I'm on the PS5. View and messages and that and send. I'll take a minute to send. And you got it? I just responded to you, man. Got the message? Image? Whatever. Really?
I'm your plan B. My first task was to free you from the simulation. The second task was to make sure you saw your
Yeah,
video.
I was just responding.
Interesting. New directives are now available to me. The
Yeah.
self-destruct protocol for Talos 1 is activated by
Does
2
your
arming keys.
internet more
Your brother
bad
first.
than mine?
You had the second.
Jeez.
Alex destroyed your arming key. But you hit a fabrication plan for a new one in deep storage. That's where you need to go next. We can worry about getting Alex's key afterwards. The Typhon are spreading fast, Morgan. You'll be racing against them. And your brother. This key card will grant you access to the main lift and all the labs. The main lift is the fastest way to reach deep storage.
Get my big head on.
I sent it. I sent it to your thing, Aerosol. Right there. I sent it to your thing. I went to view file, messaging. It's right there. Skull emoji. Yeah, it's right above it. I don't know why you can't see it. Yep, you need a new one, man. Do you have the PlayStation app? Maybe I'll show up on that. Yeah. I do not understand that language. Mm. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Uh, jeez. Yep.
Next topic. You asked me to provide you with more neuromods, which I've done. Good luck, Morgan.
Alright, you're now at the runner-up spot behind the best boss in LEGO Batman 1. And yes, up next is the D-tier character himself. Hey, don't little morph, it's Killer Morph. The thing is, this used to be my number one pick for the best boss in LEGO Batman 1. I'll tell you why it got beaten right after we give this little guy the respect he deserves. You're a comedic genius. That's what this boss battle is. It's one of the few bosses like Mamba where you use their weakness against him. It's so satisfying watching him jump the boss fly straight into a light bulb to his doom. It feels like I'm getting payback for all the annoying boss fights in my room. The puzzles here are the powering up generators working in sync to wind them up in co-op. It's challenging and funny without ever being painful. And then when you take him out,
Morgan,
Robin
something's
casually
wrong.
pulls out.
I'm talking to the lift control system.
Chill out, mate. Lego Batman is the reason anyone even
The
likes
system is
Killer
telling
Moth
me
as
it's
a
fine.
character. That
It's
shows how
just
fantastic this
the
boss is.
diagnostic code is
There's one
changing
boss
every time
that
I make a
managed to beat
request.
him. You are
And
about
something
to
is
see
preventing the
why.
car from
Taking the
descending.
top spot as the
It's
best
stuck at
boss
the
in
top
Lego
in the
Batman
Arboretum.
1, Riddler
I'll see
and
if I can find another way
Two-Face.
up.
Why this boss battle beat Killer Moth is because it technically starts
Got it.
way earlier
There's
than
a
you
route through the
think. As
Psychotronics
it
lab.
kicks off
Morgan,
spilling
that lab
acid
is where the
inside
Typhon broke
Gotham
containment.
Bank. And you notice
Be
how his
careful.
boss stays the same all the way until you find him inside the vault. That makes this the meatiest boss I go back in the video game. The acid spilling in Gotham Bank, then you do parkour, robbing vacuum puzzles, even building a fort to chase Two-Face through the bank. You're dodging lasers and then you battle inside of the vault. And just when you think it's over, Riddler swoops in, dives Two-Face and starts controlling him like a puppet. Normally, long bosses in LEGO games feel tedious. It's absolutely awesome. The setting is S tier, it's long and it's varied, and it's everything great about LEGO Batman the video game packed into one boss. Now that you've seen all the bosses ranked in LEGO Batman, what if I told you there are characters across every LEGO game that are super overpowered and you have probably never used them? Which one this is next story? How they can make all
Yep. Yeah, I think your account might be hacked. And if those aren't your messages that you sent, man. He's just angry because he's just pissed off because I have him blocked, man. It's the only logical reason.
Requesting new operator.
He's more of a troll than I am. He spams in every chat.
TranStar Pyramid 490 Medical
And I called him out for that, you know that, right?
Please stand clear.
And he still doesn't want to bring the heat, you know? Mm-hmm. What's that?
Hello.
Construction
Nice to
tech.
see
I never heard of it.
Temperature of the week.
Diagnosing superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit couldn't handle. Try to relax. Good as new. Please fill out a patient experience questionnaire so I can serve you better next time. Diagnosing. Looks like you've had a rough day. This won't take long. Good as new. You can fill out a service questionnaire
Yeah.
at the front desk.
I heard that was gonna be good, but like it's taking forever to come out. Episode 2.
Disintegrated circuit.
Joke. I know that guy. You actually want to know where does he make it weird? It's not that deep. What exact number?
It's a word, so maybe because I wasn't playing that a corrupted copy of Lego Batman. So this mission's gonna have to go inside Lego. When we come to the game,
So it's 60 years. Yeah, I can't do it anyway. Oh, it's all the way down. Okay.
now thanks to my last big busting video, I know how to get out of bounds in the watchtower. This is awful. I cannot see where I am going. Wait, never mind, I'm back in the map. If I find the sensor thing next to the containment cells, I should be able to get there. Wait, thunder? And now if I slowly start going up, do I see the sensor thing stuff? I do. Okay, and now we just head towards the containment cells underneath, and we should enter the armory. What? We have actually gone red. Hang on, this kind of makes Batman Beyond look even better, but the weird thing is, guys, there's no room here. It's literally just space, but it didn't come up. I saw it. Let me go back and see it. I definitely did. I do not like this. Let me change character. Am I still? Yeah, but guys, I carried on entering the armory, and every single time the ring didn't appear, and I waited a long time recording everything, and right as I switched off my body, you don't believe it, guys. Flashed up but I swear it was real. I haven't been able to capture it since. Myth confirmed. I know that this next myth is true, but I wanted to show it to you who have never seen it because it is so much art for a Lego game. And I want to say a massive thank you to Linton for showing me this. Here we go. Go about it right and look.
Relocating this December. My purpose? Obviously to tell someone if I ever ever shoot the walls. The electricity's a bit
That
late.
actually didn't last.
I'll see you in December.
So far, we've
This one's key.
stuff, but still got
Belongs to my gang.
Pursuit clarity.
He's a quick character, there we go, and now time to go inside. Actually, this was sounds to be my test subject. Oh, wait, did he stay? No, I don't think he did. Wait, I've got him on the gun. Where's my visor gone? I'm going to die. No. This is weird. Look at his eyes. Well, in the files of Lego Batman 3, Vampire Batman didn't look anything like the version that we got. Its original design was twisted. His teeth were stained with blood before releasing. The blood was scrubbed away and replaced with blood in a Lego game. Guys, I have found it now. Unfortunately, they have deleted it. But they accidentally left. Haven't opened it yet. Oh, that was a lot. It's so small. Can I zoom in? Hang on, guys. Let me just here we go.
Seconds run is the opposite of safe, Morgan. What are you after? Someone's helping you. Is it Michaela? Alizar? I can eavesdrop on your brother's messages. We're in agreement on this one. Get through this place fast as possible. You're looking for a maintenance airlock to a utility tunnel called the Gut. It'll take you all the way to the top of the station.
No screenshots, no.
Ryu,
I tried
this is Dr.
on the
Calvino.
game.
Yes. I suppose you've turned in, or you're ignoring me. I just want to
Well, I will be a little late for my shift tomorrow, but the first thing in the morning, I want you to put together a new micro-lens array. You see, the old one is garbage. Get what you need from the machine shop. And if Clive is being an ass, just take it from the supply.
Okay, guys, we've got the question to set the ship, and down the rabbit hole we go. There it is. Straight away, guys, I am thinking we named him from Doctor Who. Okay, let me get a little bit away from it. Yeah, no, not yet. Is this actually...
We're not supposed to know the code, but,
Oh, no.
well, I'm sending it to you anyway.
Open its eyes. Will it change again? Or it's just gone back to how it was earlier? I wonder if I can catch it moving. Let me get a second player in. Right, I'm going to move the question, or no, I'm going to move Bane over there since he can walk in the door. He'll probably have a better chance of catching it. I've been trying for ages and I cannot catch it moving. I mean, the Doctor in Doctor Who does say they are incredibly fast. There is a messed up painting of a Lego corpse being cut apart and dissected in Lego Batman 1 inside the level at Joker's masterpiece. We got Agent Bob on the case. I've heard I never really paid attention to the paintings in this level, apart from Einstein and I think Mona Lisa's in it. Here come the men in black, I'm looking for the painting. What about over here? Oh, I think that's the one. That is kind of messed up for a Lego game. Look at that, they've just torn his arm off and he's fully dead. I mean, I hope he's dead. Now, I went away and after a little bit of thinking, it's kind of messed up that this is in a Lego game. The painting is called The Anatomy Lesson of Dr. Nicholas Tull. And with this being a dead body, it confirms Lego game characters do die, even though the franchise contradicts this sometimes. Like in the Lego Harry Potter game, since Cedric Diggory getting rebuilt and brought back to life, it is one of the biggest Lego game theories, or is it just in the Lego Batman world where characters can't die? Because Lego Batman is by far the darkest Lego. Maybe a couple Lego Batman 2. Again, broken up yesterday, the play never played one. I didn't know. Good night, son. Oh, they're playing up and all the started. No, I
Come on.
no way. Good night, son. I even tried on every version of Lego Batman. Nobody since has been able to trigger it. This myth is going to have to go down. As you can clearly see, it is not a mod. And if any of you guys get it working, comment below. There is a unused scary Joker model in Lego Batman the video game that has never been activated and while going through the character files, I stumbled across so I sent it over to my good friend Tony Gamer, who pieced it together and made it playable. And huge thanks to him. To test it, we had to override the standard Joker. I haven't seen it yet, guys, so here we go. This is going to be so embarrassing if it's the exact same. And here we go. Where is he? Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. What are up with his lips? Why are they purple? Oh, they're gone now. They're gone. Is he still cooked in game? Yeah, he's still cooked. Why on earth is this still in the files? Myth confirmed. Guys, I cannot get my Joker back. I'm stuck with this. After this next...
What? Yeah, that was for the image. Hey, you were calling a turtle a dog, or something like that with your meme. Only if dogs can live that long. 100, 200 years, that'd be great. Do. Is this thing? Ah, here it is.
Instead, Philip brought in with a door. It's a pyramid
Psychoscope was a
close
breakthrough.
to an obscure
However, Neuromods
known
is the
as
most
the
important tech
Abominable
on Talos One.
It was
Use it to
also
scan the
used
type and
as
organisms if you want to learn what makes them tick.
and
You invented
no
it, by the way.
story or cutscenes, nothing but speculation. This urban legend myth is going down as busted. The Yeti is just a strange filler character, but the fact TT Games left him in the game unexplained is what makes him so unsettling. Inside Lego Batman 1, there is something you were never meant to see. A chalk outline of a dead body lying on the floor in the level a Riddler makes a Riddler. It isn't connected to the story. No cutscene ever explains it, and players have spent years asking who died. Some believe it was meant to connect to Mr. Zsasz, known for being a serial killer. Others say the outline looks disturbingly similar to Bruce Wayne's coat. From the Flashpoint Paradox comics, which didn't release until 3 years after the game. So that doesn't make any sense. What makes it darker is how out of place it feels. In Lego games, bodies normally shatter into pieces when they die, but then again, when we look at the anatomy lesson, that body isn't in pieces. To this day, no one knows why it is here and who it is meant to be, so this myth is going down as unsolved. And there you go. Now that you've seen the creepiest myth in the Lego Batman games, what about game-breaking myths like the village in the Batman? Metropolis in Lego Batman games. Click on the next video and thank you to everybody who helped me make this video. Perhaps Janga for the amazing call. And if you guys want to kill him off in the next Lego game, you know what? There are so many Lego DC game myths, like for instance, you can go to Metropolis in Lego Batman 2. Has the day finally come where I can leave this miserable city? It's like Richard Piper, so we are now in level 9 of the game.
Vegetarian ate one burger, got hooked, and became a butcher. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Things that instantly ruin a burger. This person's dream burger. Eating a meal. Eating a meal. When I cook pasta and accidentally make a serving size for a family of 600. The struggle is real, and that delicious pumpkin is just out of reach. Eating 500 calories, burning 500 calories, and you can never outwork a bad diet. Food exists, Americans. After all, why not? Why shouldn't I fry it? Protein bar, brick of parmesan. This is very good food. Not picky people on their way to the most random food imaginable, and still enjoy it regardless. How it feels to go and actually pick food up instead of actually having it delivered. Why is it when I make it delicious food? It's always you. You can smell food from 18 miles away. You can smell oil from 6,000 miles away. And there's a reason for why both of them have adapted to do this. Food, survival, oil, money, survival. What level of adult? Why is there so much sugar in everything? I put purple food coloring in my mac and cheese. I thought it would look cool. It does not look cool. It's gross. This, after swimming, used to hit so hard back in the day. The best part of a rare steak is the outside. So the best part of a rare steak is a well-done steak. This is vile, bro. It's freaking vile. It's a fried cheese with spaghetti stuffed inside. First time I've seen an egg in an apparently the style of brackets $66 meat burger is better than a $4 McDonald's burger.
Safety zone required. Respond.
Right? Okay, sure. That's right. My dad says, may I try it? You always say, may I try it? What do you mean try it? You tried this thing at 1 million calories. It's 90 pounds of cheese. The average American eats this much cheese every day. Let that sink in. You haven't eaten a
already figured out how to use your
grocery
psychoscope.
store looks like poison.
Alright,
Yeah, but I don't mind poisoning myself every once in a while because it
But you're
tastes
gonna
good.
die
You'll
down there if you
get
don't listen.
salmonella. It's chicken, not salmon. Actually, doesn't tell you. When I order an extra large cheese drink, yet again, am I the only one who feels the croissant before eating it? Slaying a croissant is genuinely serial killer behavior. You call it the dog. First time trying a California burrito. Oh, this had in it. This is amazing. Getting another.
You've
Yours
just
fruits,
forgotten.
my friends. Eggplants, more than 99% of the time. Eggplants, when the dude who gets up to name them shows up. Honey, are you okay? You barely touched your mitochondria. Unhated foods annual meeting. Pizza and burger, hard to eat even. Food in the microwave. Bowl in the microwave. Banana without the B is just pineapple. And it's I only eat natural food for starter pack. Wild banana. Well, they're both natural foods, just one is not selectively bred. Cooking tip. If you stir coconut oil into your kale, it makes it easier to scrape it into the trash. Superman. I think there's something wrong with my food. Lex. Ah, dude, just eat it. There's no kryptonite in this. I mean, there's nothing else in this here. I call my dog food slop breakfast, and I eat it every day. Oats, protein powder, coffee powder, sweetener, cinnamon, bit of milk, baking powder for froth fly. Probably something undiagnosed. Happy 4th of July. Your ultimate 4th of July food guide. Beyond cannibalism, the true story of the Donner Party. Human meat. I ordered a chicken salad, and look at this, bro. Some people hit the jackpot and still find something to complain about. How I look at your fries after finishing mine. You want a freak shake or what? I want the freakiest shake you can make. If it means you have to make it while I close my eyes, so be it. My cousin got engaged, and I just can't stop thinking about the real stuff. Spaghetti girl, he's even having a glass of red wine. Vegan food in America. It's a vegan meal that tastes like meat using the power of chemicals and preservatives. Wow, it tastes just like meat, and no animals were harmed. Vegan food in India. Using the powers of spices and herbs to make this meal great, even without the use of meat. Thank you for this meal. The viral 4-pound, 6,000 calorie cupcake is coming to close stores.
will identify you as an alien threat.
Okay? No, it's
There
a
might be
cupcake.
worse
Cupcakes sound like it's gonna have dead
consequences, I can't
calories. That's why they're doing
don't
it.
want
Sounds
you to
like
lose
that.
yourself.
That's not when it's 4 pounds. I'm giving honest opinion.
What
I'm
did you do to my conference room?
Like the break. Slightly, yeah. First already had a season pizza with chocolate milk at 11
just about to
a.m.
call you.
Father,
All I see is a dot.
Boromir would have dropped
Yes,
5.
that's
My
right.
toddler's
It's the
3
calibration system for the new match
anything
stream.
other than
You
fine
only have
porterhouse
to run
steaks
it
with
one
sweet
time.
pork wine. Doing it better than a child. Pork is a horrible choice for the main course and widely classified with rich Bernays. He's 30. And he's on culture. Got a new child. Me, thinking about how weird is that all the foods we love turn into the most disgusting thing in existence. Once they're inside of us, they're because they give our body all the fuel. We are the result of the best parts of food we eat. How about that? My girlfriend ordering food for me. This is my social anxiety. When you taste green processed food was literally designed to organic sushi craft on the ground sound food subreddit starter pack. Avocado toast. Made some quick avocado toast today. Stop the saturation. Food is 2 months out of date. Mum, eat the food, it's fine. The food. My coworker has been bragging about her husband's potato salad, and she brought in some to share. It has potatoes, tuna, eggs, and mayo. No seasonings. Like something you would give a Komodo dragon on its birthday. Sounds like you're jealous because either you don't have a husband or your husband isn't making you this. Folded my slice in half and ate it in 3 bites at the pizza place, and a random toddler across the room stared at me eyes wide, awestruck, proceeded to repeat the exact same maneuver, and executed it flawlessly. Was a little depressed today, so I decided to get me one of those emotional support animals. Kind of overwhelming. That's why you have to get an airtight